thing.
A loner?
Huh?
You're a loner?
I am. Well, I used to be. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Why you wanted to be alone at those times?
I mean, listen. I know why. I know why, like, toward, oh, Lord, I better start talking to it. So I know why, because I don't like people in my business, right? So I'm like, if you're not around people every day, they don't know nothing about you. You know what I'm saying? They can only know what's out in the street, and I wasn't a person that was out in the street, so my business was my business. A lot of stuff that I went through, like, people don't even really know because it was like my secret in my world. I share what I want to share.
Did it make some of that like a little difficult?
Did it make what difficult?
Like some of the things you dealt with by yourself.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's not nobody's fault but my own, because again, I'm a shy person, so I already don't like talking to people and telling about my personal business anyways. But
right, you can tell.
Yeah. But yeah, I would say not like me being that way made me going through the things I went through in life a little harder, because I didn't reach out to people who I know I could have reached out to help me and guide me through certain situations. But I don't know, I just feel like people be so judgmental. I feel like some people, they really don't care. They just want to know your business. They want to have one up on you.
So like, I have to learn this lesson myself.
Yeah.
But making that statement is being judgmental at that moment.
Yeah, that's true. That's true when you put it like that.
I have to figure it out. Like, all right, let me ask for help, and I know I need it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
You have to get to that point, though.
But I was raised in church, so even when my family drew back from the church, like, I'm the one that stayed in church. So then those people became my family.
True that.
So those are the
people. And they always with you, even when they're not with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tell us more about the church background. Like, how was church for you growing?
Church was church. Like, I'm very traditional when it comes to that. I started going to church because of my mom. She made us go to church like every Sunday, multiple times a week, choir rehearsal, Bible study. So that's where it kind of started. And then, like, when I got grown, you know, we all go through a moment where we just like, we don't take a step back from the church and we kind of live our life. But then somehow, some way, I found my way back to the church. And I continued to go even though the people around me stopped going. And then eventually I found my own adult church that I found on my own. It's just, I don't know, it's just like another family to me. So
how did you feel in the moments where like you strayed away from church and you know what you know already?
Yeah.
How did you feel during some of the moments where you like committing sins?
I mean, I feel like once church is in you and you know the right thing to do, you always get that conviction. You know, is always that voice in the back of your head telling you, like, you know, you shouldn't be doing this. Like, you know better. Like, But yeah, so that's pretty much what happened. And eventually I listened and got my butt back in church. You know?
So how hard-headed were you? How many times did you have to bump your head?
Well, I mean, I'm not a horrible person. Like, I feel like I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do a whole lot of wrong. You know, I wasn't out here killing nobody or, you know, robbing people. I just, you know, a little fornication, you know, had a baby or whatever.
Got a wedlock.
Yeah. But
a lot of us do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost normal these days. But yeah, that's it.
Does that make it right?
Absolutely not. No. Nope. I'm sitting right now. Like, I gotta get my life together.
How old were you when you had your first child?
Say it again?
How old were you when you had your first child?
I was 19 when I gave birth.
Was it the perfect time? You feel like, or you feel like you should have waited a little longer?
I mean, like now, being who I am now, like, yeah, it was perfect. Like, he finna be 17 years old, I'm 36, I'm living life. Like, it was perfect. That worked out just fine. But, like, back then, I feel like, dang, because I was, like, getting ready to go to college. It was, like, the summer before I left for college. And,
what you was going to go to college for?
Teacher. Yeah, I was supposed to go to Platteville. And I was enrolled in everything, getting everything together, and found out I was pregnant and had to put all that aside because I wasn't, I needed to do what I needed to do.
So you were just responsible right out the gate as soon as you heard, oh, I'm pregnant? Or did you go through like some, all right, I'm still trying to do this, I'm still trying to do that.
No,
this baby ain't gonna stop me.
No, because that's one thing about me, like I'm a responsible person. Okay. That's just in my nature, like even growing up. Like I've always been the responsible one.
Some ladies can get their babies up.
Yeah, I know.
People grown, like 25 and
I know. But I've never had that in me to do that. Like even now. I did it and it happened. I just gotta do what I gotta do. It is what it is. But nah, abortion was never an option for me. Ever.
Oh, that too. I mean, like, some, like, give their babies away to grandma,
like adoptions.
auntie.
Yeah.
Like, have them, but, like, they don't want them once they realize what's happening. Yeah. Like, okay, I gotta take care of a whole nother human being.
Yeah. And my mom did that a lot. She always took people's babies because they didn't have babies and don't want them. So, I mean, but yeah.
So how did you feel, like, the moment you found out, okay, I'm pregnant?
I felt trapped. To be honest, I'm like, dang, he got me. Like, okay. But, I mean, that went away quickly.
Why?
Because I don't dwell on stuff long. That's just me. Like, I don't. Like, I'll feel how I feel in the moment, and then after I think about it a little bit, it's time to move on. Like, we can't just sit and dwell on the same stuff. That's how people stay stuck,
Right.
Stay stuck longer than you have to because you steady reliving the situation. Like, move on.
So you've never been stuck before on someone?
On someone, yes.
A job, anything? Just a little bit too long?
I feel stuck on my job now, like I said, but as far as like people, I was definitely stuck in a marriage for a little bit. Just like willing to go through whatever for whatever.
How long was you married?
Oh, that's a good question.
It
was like 8 years.
For real?
Mm-hmm. We were together for like 13 years, so it was a long time.
So together 13 years, married 8.
Mm-hmm.
The result?
Divorce. 1 year divorce. I mean, going through it was different. It was something that I never went through before, of course. But then, like I said, because I was so away from everybody, I didn't want people in my business. It was something that I kind of dealt with by myself. Didn't really reach out for nobody for help outside of my church family. Those are like the closest people to me. But yeah, I mean, it hurt going through it, but it is what it is. Don't dwell. Keep it moving. Do what you got to do.
Who left who?
I put him. Well, I can't even tell the story. Lord,
yes,
he said yes, I can. So you want me to go into detail? Lord, okay. So my ex-husband, he was an alcoholic, and so my initial process as his wife was to, do whatever I need to do to help him get through it. So that's where it started out at. We was going to like therapy together, and he would go to these little, I don't know what they call it, detox centers and live-in centers where he would, they would detox him, and he would live there for like months at a time to try to keep him off alcohol.
What was that?
It was depressing. Wow. Not you trying to make me. I ain't trying to cry because it was depressing. It was depressing was depressing.
Damn.
Yeah, it was very
Cause
depressing.
like you love the person, so you want them to get right,
Exactly.
but it's like you gotta be away from me this long to do it.
Mm-hmm. And then for you to go through that and come out and go back into it, it was like, so I found myself in like a constant cycle of like having my hopes up high and then being let down. So it was.
How did you like cope with that? Like stay, you know what I'm saying? You don't seem like you fell off your rocker for too long, even when you did.
Yeah.
So like, how did you cope with that? Like, keep it moving.
Well, basically I had a group of people who like kind of forced themselves in my life, and they forced me to let them help me through the situation. That's the best way to put it.
Tough love.
Like, okay, that's like, we see you going through this, and we see you trying to hide it, but we're gonna be here for you the best way that we can. And when you're ready to open up or talk about it, or if you need somebody to call, then we're here for you. But
you appreciate that?
Absolutely.
You sound like you do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for
sound
real.
Like you do. So after the rehab centers and all of that, what was like the next phase?
So I was talking to my friends, and they just kept telling me like, when you're really tired of dealing with this, you will know that you're tired, because we won't even have to talk to you about it, or you'll just start making the changes that you need in order to, make yourself happy. And at that point, when they told me that, I was still in the spot or mental where I was just like, nah, like whatever my husband needs, like I'm not leaving my husband. Like it's literally like life and death. Like, and then who wants to leave somebody when they're battling that type of thing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's the mind space I was in when they said it. But then I don't know, just like stuff just started changing. And it was one day I put him out. We separated for like a month, and he was still drinking. For whatever reason, I let him move back in. Actually left him in one of our houses before, because we was moving. He wasn't helping me move. He was in the bedroom, and me and Quay packed up. It was just like,
wow.
And then that's when I started feeling like, okay, I'm done, because if it's getting this far, then it's not no fixing. But then after that, we got back together, and that lasted maybe like 2 weeks. And because of what he was going through, he had like, he hallucinated a lot. So I had just started a job. I was working from home, and he just like randomly like was like, y'all put me out my house. Like it was people he heard telling him to get out. And he left, and that was it. I never let him come back. But even then, like we were separated for like a year before I even filed divorce, because I was like, it's still hope, just because we separated, maybe he'll see that, dang, I'm losing everything, and try to get it together. But nah, that never happened. And to this day, it's still ain't happened.
When he was around, did you ever like indulge more?
Did I indulge in alcohol? No, I actually stopped drinking around him. Because of him, yeah. So like, because we used to kick it together, drink together, whatever. We have wine together, or if we partying, we drink it together, stuff like that. But then eventually, like when I noticed, like, dude, you got an issue.
Outside of the
party. I'm like, okay, so let me not drink around you no more. Like, let me tell you that I see that you have an issue.
Instead of yo.
And then it got to the point where I had to like hide money, hide cards. Like, yeah, it was deep. It was real deep.
So you dealt with addiction just from the supportive standpoint.
Yeah.
Any advice? Because there are young ladies going through that right now.
Right, for sure. I would say don't close yourself out to people. Like, you have to find somebody who is trustworthy. I mean, don't just go talking to anybody. You got to find the people for you or the person for you, but don't hold it in for sure. Like, talk about it, get a support system, pray, because I found myself losing my mind trying to help him out. So keep up with yourself. Don't get so entangled that you start like not paying attention to yourself. You know. So
what would you tell you?
Same thing. Girl, let it go. Because you still ain't changed either. Like, that was so many years wasted on my life. But it is what it is.
Did you learn?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Like, that's a question that I asked, like, before I just got into this relationship. Even with him, though. But that's a question that I asked everybody. Like, you got any addictions? Like, that I need to know about? Because I'm not, that's the one thing I'm not dealing with no more. If I see any red flags to do with that, I'm not dealing with it. I'm running. Because I don't want to be trapped no more like that.
Right.
Yeah.